Hey fam, I just wanted to quickly go through kind of what I take for myself car camping. When I'm car camping, I take with me obviously heavier and different set of stuff for when I'm back other than when I'm backpacking. But I recommend getting a little Rubbermaid container with other Rubbermaid containers. I like this lid because it sits here quite well, and I can use this as a cutting surface or a preparation surface, and it sits right there real nice. Also, inside of here we have a nice set of cutlery for when you want to cut your steaks. Another cutting board in there. They sell a lot of these little kits in other places. I recommend grabbing something similar, your kitchen knife and some steak knives, because when you're camping you normally bring a little steak with you. It's nice to be able to cook it and not have to eat it in your hands like Neanderthal, although that's the way I normally do it. So that sits right in there. That'll slide up in there. I got a grill top. I keep a little Armingham and baking soda in a container. It's all kitchen trash bags. Good to keep around. And then if I'm in an area where I think there's animals, then I can lift it up in a tree with a rope. So we keep that in there. Toilet paper, because, well, the ladies don't always like to use the paper towels. Keep an air pump around because, floaties, when you want to air up your air mattresses, it's just nice to not have to, blow for days to get there. Coffee pot. Nice about the coffee pot is that you don't have to use it for just making coffee. It's great for boiling water for your ramen noodles or, your cup of noodles and stuff like that. And it fits right in there quite nicely. I also like to keep a fillet knife around. Although there is a fillet knife in here, sometimes I just need a knife and I don't want to pack that out because it's not time to eat yet. Inside of here, we just got matches, extra container, a lighter, some extra lineage, small containers for a little carabiner. These little small containers are sometimes good for oil or to put a little soap in, and some extra line cordage for, sometimes that you want to keep that tent or to hold your, be able to suspend that into the air for a little better lighting. Some canned heat. I found this handy for, this will heat up a thing of water when I don't need or I cannot start a campfire and I just want to eat a cup of noodles. These are great. They really are. For sawing up your kindling and stuff, and these will rip through wood. They really will. And then in here is what I call the kitchen. Spatula, an oven mitt, because I've burned myself and it sucks to burn yourself when you're camping. In here I keep ground pepper, sugar, oil, or not oil, but soap, and then some salt. And then I rotate out the salt and the pepper and the sugar, obviously, because it gets stale. So I'll use that. Koozies, because you're drinking beer and, I just seem to forget it. Washcloth for washing your dishes, and I use this container for washing my dishes in as well. Decent all-metal spatula and another apparatus to start some fire. Then we also got some paper plates that I keep on the bottom. And then these nesting plates, these nesting pots and pans is really great for, anything you might need. They take up no room at all. Love that. Multi-tool that's got a can opener on it. If you don't know how to use the can opener that's on one of these, practice at the house first before you get out camping. It's real easy once you get the hang of it, but sometimes it can be a little bit cumbersome if you've never used one or your first time trying it. This here sits right there, and then we slide it right on in like so. Got to have the Reynolds wrap. And then I found a carpenter's hatchet is really super handy, right? I got it all wrapped up right now. But on this end is basically a hatchet. It's sharp, right? And on this end's for, you know, pounded in tent steaks or whatever. But these little carpenter hatchets make great camping hatchets. They really, really do. And they're not too much money. Harbor Freight for not much. The best thing you can take is your list, right? Things that you might have taken out of here or used. Oil goes off, so you don't want to keep oil in it because it'll go rancid. Some condiments, you know, your ketchup and your mustard, silverware, plates if you want. I like to use real silverware. First aid kit, always. Sunscreen, bug spray, soap. I normally forget to bring a book with me, so I throw a book in there. Small little Bluetooth speaker. Sometimes you're in the mood for just a little bit of music and you want to keep it down low so you're not disturbing everybody else, and so that's why you know, just a small little one is all you need. And sunscreen, bug spray, and then I love these Blistex medicated because they're really good for well, when you don't want to taste what sunscreen tastes like, and they're also good for touching up your ears. Camp shovel. Camp shovel's good for, well, shoveling. I like the Gerber. Wasn't too much money. I keep a plate or a Frisbee around because it works as a plate for dog water dish, or putting some dog food in as well in a pinch. Electric. I've gotten rid of my Coleman's. My Coleman lanterns and stuff used to live in here. This is much smaller, much lighter, and this battery here lasts for hours and hours and hours. Keep a little bear spray, but the bear spray is also not just for bears. It can be for that dog, that it could be for, you know, if rabid animal, it could be for a person. So where else am I gonna keep it? I got it, right? But then I keep this area here open for this is the pantry, right? So this is where the canned goods are gonna go. This is where my bread's gonna go. This is where, you know, the dry goods, where you want to put your Pop-Tarts, anything else that your bags of chips, stuff like that. And then last but not least, I think a stick to hold the dang thing open is really, really, really handy. So you can use this as a wind block, keep your stick there, and then you don't got to worry about the lid closing on you. And that's about it. After camping for years and years and years and years, I found this little setup and these things to be very good. And obviously, bring your brain, people.